Well, I don't judge. I don't, you know, I don't, if things happen, it happens according to God's will.
I'd rather go to
That's beautiful, man.
But I'll see you when I come back. Don't let that lady drive you crazy. No, it's just a shame that people can do that.
I'm not worried about it. I'm really not, you know,
Don't let it. Right.
So, just like yours is too. All right.
Have a good one, man.
Have a good Sunday. Nice meeting you, man. What was your name again?
Oscar.
Oscar.
Oscar Meyer Wiener.
Oscar.
You won't forget.
And your name was?
What's up? Lori.
Lori. I'll get these names
Lori
down.
Lou.
Oscar Meyer Wiener.
Yeah.
I'm an Oscar Meyer Wiener.
Yeah.
How does that song go?
My first
My
name.
baloney has
Yes.
it's always the
Yes. My second name is M-I-Y-E-R.
Oh, I love
Eat them every day. And if you ask me what I'll say.
Because Oscar Meyer has a way with Beyond.
Yes.
All right, Oscar. Have a blessed Sunday.
You too.
You too, Len.
Have a great day.
Len?
Lori.
Lori. Oh, I'm
He
so
got
bad.
the L right.
I'm so bad with
You
names.
can call me Lucy. I don't
Now,
mind.
Laura. Lori. So you have a blessed day.
All right, let's go get this stuff out. The girls were down there already.
Bishop, you want to do it over here?
Oh, in the case.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to bogart on people's spot.
Do you have your phone?
I have my phone.
Look at this. Oh, this is gorgeous. Come stand over here. Look at this. Lauren called me and she's like frantic. Like, where is this place? Is it Victoria? Is it Virginia?
You call Malik?
Yeah, because asked me to see Jared and them and see if they coming. So he's going to try to get them.
Beautiful girls.
Let's do
I'm not talking about you guys. Michael definitely doesn't look like a girl. Now, Bishop. Nah.
He can swing both ways.
No, he can't.
Not.
Bishop's definitely a brother of arms.
You don't want to play with this guy? You don't need it?
Yeah, just put it over there.
You need it? Okay.
It's brutal today.
Okay. Good morning. How are you today?
But yeah, perfect. We ain't got to put no sand on it. No.
There you go, brother. Today's a beautiful Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Wish I felt a little better. That's great, man. You can inspire us to feel a little better. All right, where's Malik?
I called him to check on Jared and Stewie. Jared just came down. So.
I told you it was going to be 9:50, 9:30. I knew it. I
It's-
just knew it. I said, you know what? It's not going to start till... And plus I have...
Hey, what happened to
what?
their outfit?
She got a bathing suit on.
Yeah.
No, Sophia...
Oh,
has
no,
her bathing suits on.
I want her to wear this so we can take a picture.
Oh, well, too bad.
She's there in the water.
They in the water? Hope not.
Girl got rescued from the water yesterday.
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
down towards the
Well, look at
yogurt
how
shop.
nice it's calm and beautiful today.
She went
Yesterday-
out, the lifeguards went in, she went out a little bit farther, and a undertow took her. The cop had to pull all his stuff up and jump in the water and save her. She was gone.
Oh, wow. Was it rough yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was
What
it
a
red?
difference today. It's
Yeah, I mean,
beautiful.
it was dangerous rough out there. I can't believe they just had the red flag. I'm surprised they didn't have red and white up.
Oh, wow. We got hot dogs today, guys.
Okay.
So what I'd like to do is right after the service, if you guys can help Vanessa.
Okay.
Hello.
Malik,
Yes.
you coming, brother?
Yeah, run around gathering up folks.
Okay. All right. Well, we're here. Just we'll wait for you. Okay. See when you get here, brother. Okay. So we got hot dogs, chips, and soda. But if you can help Vanessa,
Be honest with you, I really don't want to touch anything that I'm going to serve anybody.
if you can just kind of walk and just get some bags.
Oh, yeah,
her
I'll
with
help it, no problem with that.
How's your?
I'm taking antibiotics, but I don't know how well they're working.
Standing on him too much.
What's that, brother?
Standing on him too much. He got to elevate his legs every once in a while.
Yeah,
And
next month.
situation
I'm
we're
gonna
in.
spend 2 weeks in the freaking apartment next month with my legs above my heart.
You just need to elevate your legs.
Yeah, they got to be above my heart. I'm not supposed to stand up more than 10 minutes. And every time I sit down, they're supposed to be above my heart.
Well, I lost my glasses. Not unless I got them in my other pants, I'll find out. So how Kevin doing and the family?
He's doing okay. He's still up in West Palm Beach and working a lot of hours. So unfortunately, he's not going to make it today because of his new job. And Karen actually is in Jamaica.
Yeah, I know you took it to the airport the other day.
And sister?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Be picking her up.
Oh, did you drive Fort Lauderdale or Miami?
Fort Lauderdale. Thank goodness it was Fort Lauderdale. It was Thursday morning.
Yep.
It's like at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my
I was up. I
goodness.
woke up at 3:30. Not a big problem on my end, but how do I have a missed text?
Here comes Jimmy.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to run a little behind because of what happened yesterday. I'm still not feeling well. Vanessa and I were not feeling well for the past 3-4 days. So, and we knew Kevin and Karen was
Both
not
of us were sick and down for the count.
Yeah.
The same time.
same time.
Which, you know, everything happens for a reason, but we're here this morning. You know, Lauren and them are still on their way, so I said, hopefully, and they didn't even leave yet, so they're not going to be here until 45 minutes, so I said, we might be into
Halfway
it
through.
already. Oh, there's Bob.
Yeah, I
Bob.
told him yesterday
go.
that the service was
How's
back on.
Bob doing this week?
He's doing all right.
Looks like he's
Okay,
doing
well,
better today than he was
Yeah,
last Sunday.
Yeah.
definitely. Who's with Frank and Lori? There's Joseph. Hi,
Let's
Joseph.
see if I can get Joseph over here. Hang on.
Joseph got his own beliefs.
I know. Well, he came to the picnic the other day.
Yeah, I invited him over there. I try to invite him over here every chance I get. That's the reason why I always give him a bag lunch.
He's a little strange. Yeah.
He is, but you know what? It's when he came to the barbecue. That was the first time he opened up, I guess, to any of us and talked because he never.
I talk to him all the time.
Bob.
What's up, Bob?
No, stay. You don't have to get
No,
up.
I have to.
Oh,
You drop your flower.
Bob shows up because we haven't heard
Your
from
flower,
you.
you about to step
yeah,
on
I
it.
called.
I know. My flower's not staying in my hair because it's a fresh one.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Good morning.
Isn't it nice? I'm hoping it stays. And I have the glasses on. Here, I'm going to do
There
it.
she is.
Lisa.
All right, little by little, everyone's showing up. I love it.
Yep.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. Very
James.
beautiful.
What's up,
Morning.
Jimmy?
Morning.
Morning, Prego.
I heard the other girl went back to Jamaica.
Yeah, for a little
She's
while.
in Jamaica. Isn't she beautiful? Though? She's so
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
She is.
She talks a
awesome.
lot. I mean, too
I
long.
think you know what it is. She's so excited. This is like the
yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
You know, for
yeah.
her,
You might know.
you know, being
Yeah.
able to be amongst everybody and talk, and it happens. You know, once sometimes when the spirit takes you,
Oh, I got it, huh?
sometimes when the spirit takes you, you just go on.
And on and
Oh,
on.
it smells beautiful,
Yeah,
too.
these are beautiful. I got a whole bouquet upstairs at Publix. They're on sale.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to buy them all the time.
Oh, I love it.
I used to buy them all the time. Every week I'd buy them and put them on my table,
Yes.
and I would walk around and I'd hand them out to women.
Oh,
You know,
Mike.
But I would do it. I would say, I said I was going to give this to the prettiest girl I saw first, and I'd hand it to
Oh,
them, and I'd have 4 more in my thing. But I used to, and I used to walk into restaurants and go to the servers and stuff. And when I stopped doing it, this all happens, everyone's like, "Where's my flowers? Where's my flowers?"
Well, you know, down here, my sister, I don't know, Mike, if you met Jennifer, but
No,
did
he
you
has
meet Jen?
not.
No.
Mm-mm.
She had, and we seriously, Joseph and I have both been considering something to do to generate some money, and we were talking about the cigars. I don't know if you were in that conversation last week
No.
or the week before. Either investing in the tobacco and rolling cigars, going to the restaurants for the men, and I think maybe we should do both, have flowers, because my sister had a flower business in Hawaii,
Okay.
and the single
Mr. Bob.
flowers.
I heard you were
She did Lay's. I mean, I don't know how Lay's would do here. It's
Yeah,
not
I've actually
Hawaii,
had
but
some
I
major,
know if you go to the restaurants,
you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
the
It
single
makes
flowers
the
and stuff,
hospital
if you're allowed to
bless
go
the
in there and
opportunity
sell
not to
them.
go to the hospital.
Okay.
They work.
And absolutely,
So
Because
yesterday,
all you
it's
do
about
is you
3
walk
or
up to
4,
any
I was
guy
in a
with a
lot of
girl.
pain.
that's right.
And if the guy says no, he looks like a
And a
chump.
girl, that's
He
right.
looks like
And
a
that's
chump.
exactly.
He looks like a chump.
But
Exactly.
I won't kind of go in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, camera. You want a Polaroid instant camera?
Yeah.
Welcome
Take
to
a
the
picture,
show.
yeah. There you go.
Wow.
So any idea? I mean, I'll talk a little bit about this today because
I call that mature.
we're seriously trying to think
Because they said if I came in
of
on Saturday, they
different
would have
ways
this
that we can
specialist
get
be there on Sunday.
Be
us
yeah.
and you guys to do things to generate some
That's what I wanna
money. And now,
So I
because
prayed to God, gave him the praise and the glory.
we're officially the city of the
God,
sun
give him
now.
right to right.
We have a bank account. We're able to go out there and
Yeah. I've never
you know,
missed a
quote
Sunday
unquote,
yet.
sell things
I may
legally.
show up late.
under
You have
under
a
that
business license.
as a,
Alright,
under
my
a business license.
Correct.
So
Be here.
Or you can get a hat license.
Okay.
I mean, a vendor's license. Vendor's license.
but what do you guys think about that cigar? I mean, if we look into getting the tobacco,
I know there's one guy on this beach that
Yeah,
sells
there's
great
It's
He
one.
already does
but he's
that.
the cigars are horrible.
they're horrible, and he lies about, you know, where they generate
Yeah, he
from.
tells you, he goes, they're Cubans.
Yeah, you're talking about the guy that walks around
Correct.
3 for
Yeah.
20?
And
With the
Joseph's
pack of them
gotten
in his-
taken by
they're
him.
horrible. They're horrible,
they're
the cigars.
nasty.
So
First time I bought it, it was the worst. Second time I bought it, let me just help the guy out, give him $20. Smoked one and gave the other 2 away. And the third time I was like, there's no way I can buy this guy because he's lying.
Yeah,
And-
they're not Cubans.
They're not Cubans. If
Now,
they
there
are,
is-
they're...
Now, I'll tell you, there are a couple guys down in Miami that sit in the corner and roll right for you, right in front of you. They'll roll the cigar and give it to you.
Yeah.
And those cigars are actually really good.
We had
well, how are you guys? If we got the stuff, we'd like you guys. We were thinking about this, so you know, I'm just going to briefly, you know, talk about it. But since we got in the conversation about rolling the tobacco and selling the cigars as per City of the Sun cigars.
Better off selling loose.
Well, I mean, I think that's a good name, City of the Sun Cigar.
That's pretty cool.
I've been to a lot of cigar shops and stores.
Mike's is the best at.
There you go. Yeah.
SOSC.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'd like to be able to help, you know, generate some revenue for City of the Sun, but also be able to help you guys. So maybe we can talk about that a little bit later, but thanks, Vanessa, for broaching that. But that's something we are thinking about doing. As the City of the Sun, we are a church. Again, we're not affiliated with any denomination, but we are align ourselves with the Christian Bible. And
As you guys
obviously-
know.
as you guys know. And part of this is ultimately what one of our stated mission is on the website, www.cityofthesun.org, is to get a building. And this building is a place
Mike,
where
move in a little bit. If it's too hot, there you go.
this building is a place where we can kind of come, lay your head, raise your feet above your heart. It's not a sober house. It's not a halfway house. It's not a three-quarter house. It's a spiritual awakening. It's a spiritual enlightening house where you get spiritual food,
Away from all the torment out there.
spiritual message, and you get away. You get away from the temptation.
Yeah.
Because we know in the Bible, it says, every man's heart is filled with sin. And so when you're born, you are born into sin, which makes it a difficult journey for us, those that are trying to escape and live a righteous life. Because the evil one, Satan, he knows that. And he's made that temptation just be as easy and as in front in your face as possible. So what I'd like to do, let's go ahead and get started. Let me kind of open up in prayer, and then we'll kind of continue on. But dear Father, first of all, I just want to give you the praise, the glory, the honor, and the thanks. I want to give you the praise for allowing us to be your humble servants. I want to give you the thanks for letting us be here together, gathered in your fellowship. I want to give you the honor for allowing us to recognize that you are the Almighty King. And without you, we know we would not be where we are today. So dear Father, we ask that you bless each and every one that is here in this circle. We also ask that you bless and touch the ones who are not in this circle. That should be. But for those that are in this circle, we ask that this message that is delivered is a message from you. We try and do that every Sunday, and this Sunday will not go with no exception. It's a message from you. It's a message from our heart. And when you are in us, we know that our tongue and our lips are ordered by you. So we ask that you bless the ears that hear it, to receive that message, that they may be moved in order to get closer to you, dear God. So, dear God, we know there's a lot of affliction. We know there's a lot of temptation. And as in the Bible, it says every man's heart is filled with sin. But we know when we fill our heart with you, that sin is removed. And the life that you want to give us is a life of abundance, prosperity, of love, of happiness. It's a life of fulfilling, satisfaction. And that's what we all long for, dear guys, just to be happy in your light and your love. We are all here because we were supposed to be here. This is preordained by you. Brother Michael, Brother Bishop, Brother Bob, Brother James are here now. Vanessa and myself, because we know there's a reason behind it. While that reason may not be known to us now, it doesn't matter, because our understanding of the whys matter not. We are here just to understand the do's and to follow your instruction and your command. So dear Father, we want to give you the praise, the glory, the honor, and the thanks, which in your Son's precious holy name we ask and love you, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Let's open up with a quick song, and I'm going to ask Vanessa to pick the song, and then we'll start. Any song you want to sing. And Bishop, your beautiful voice. I'm gonna capture this.
Not.
Oh yeah, Bishop. No, brother. It's all. Oh Lord.
I would appreciate if you guys would print out your songs.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a good point. We'll definitely do that.
Yeah,
That's a good point, brother.
make a mini hymn book so I can
Yeah.
sing with you.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to hear it. No, just kidding. Just kidding, brother.
I'm in front of him.
I don't know if this is taping or not. I've had problems with this. What's going on with this?
No, it's cutting off.
No, I think it's taping. I got the 2 green lights, so.
Yeah, there's the lights on.
Okay. So let's bless us with a
I
song.
hope that you can join me in this.
I want all of us to join us, and my voice is weak.
How great is our God?
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Bishop, you got to have the backup like Kevin does, okay?
I'll think about it.
Say yes.
I'll think about it.
Sophia will hear us singing too, so she might
Alright.
come.
Yeah.
Okay. They're both down by the shore.
Okay.
How great is our God?
Sing with me, how great is our God.
Oh, sing how great is our God. How great is our God.
Sing with me, how great is our God.
Oh, sing how great is our God. He's a name above all names.
Name above all names.
Worthy to be praised.
Worthy to be praised. our God.
One more time.
How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God.
All will sing
How great, how great is our God. Beautiful.
That was very good.
All right, so next time we'll have a copy of the songs,
Yeah, please.
and
That one I'll have down pat.
Oh, yeah, that one. But she'll pick a couple of them that I don't know the words.
all right, guys. Vanessa, I'll let you. I don't know
Here,
if this is
I'll hold
taking or not.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I've got a couple things. First of all, I want to apologize. I was not feeling well the past 3-4 days.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. By God's grace and His mercy, I did avoid going to the hospital, and hopefully I'm going to avoid going to the doctors tomorrow. But my voice is a little weak, and but my heart is strong with God. So today I want to talk to you about two topics. One
Can
is
we-
that
I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't know if you want to share it, you know, just so everybody knows, I mean, what you're going through sometimes with your digestive problems and stuff. It's
That's important.
I've got Crohn's.
just so you guys know, right, and that's what I wanted Joseph to share with you guys. And this is intermittent, it comes and it goes, so, you know, just so you guys understand, if he doesn't feel good, he really does not feel good.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
I mean, actually today was, I woke up this morning and I felt alive.
Amen.
Thursday, Friday and Saturday, I slept all day. And it's by God's mercy and by His grace. And, you know, yesterday I got an email from Joel Osteen that said, sing God's praises. And every 15 minutes I was singing His praises. And I kid you not. Saturday morning at 5 a.m. I'm on the internet looking for this type of specialist that can handle my, because I've yet to go to a specialist here in Hollywood. Found a specialist, called, found out his office is not open on Saturday, but they're open on Monday. So I called Memorial Hospital to find out if they have any specialists, if I came in there that they could have, wouldn't do it.
You gotta go to Aventura.
At Aventura, they would do it, but I'd have to be admitted. Saturday, they would have them come in this Sunday morning. I just didn't feel like that was the right thing. So when it said, I got this email from Joe Osteen that said, give God the praise. Every 15 minutes, without fail, I was given, 15 or 10 minutes, I was giving God the praise, the glory, the honor, and the thanks. And probably, when did I send you that text? In the afternoon?
Yeah.
It was in the afternoon. I had a major breakthrough. Because with Crohn's, there's complications. I don't want to get into the gory details, but there was a beautiful release of that complication. And I sent Vanessa a text. I said, to God be the glory. He is wonderful. He's amazing. It was probably around 2 or 3 o'clock, but I didn't start doing that praise. I didn't receive that blessing until I gave God the praise. I didn't ask for Him to heal my sickness. I didn't ask for Him. I didn't come to Him with my burdens, because He knows. I just gave Him the praise, the glory, the honor, and just said, that's all I did every 10 or 15 minutes. And I felt, when I started it, I truly felt like something was happening inside. And it just kind of kept going until 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Big breakthrough, huge breakthrough. So it's to God be the glory. It's based on His mercy and His love
You did.
that I'm able to be here today. So the first topic is that personal race. And that personal race, as I've talked about that in the past, basically it's, you know, will you or are you ready for when the time that the Lord comes is ready? It's a question we should ask ourselves every minute, every hour, every day. Because God's coming. Now, I'm not a prophet. I'm not prophesizing the doom and gloom. I have no vision as to when that time is going to come. I'm just making myself ready by listening to His command and His instructions. Because when that time comes, at least I want to be, and I could, physically, whatever I answer matters not. Because God knows in my heart and in my soul and my mind, that's where the true answer comes. And that's the same question that you guys need to ask that as well. When the time of the Lord comes, He says, Bob, James, Michael, Stu, or Bishop, Are you guys ready? You got to make sure that you're ready from that answer inside your soul, inside your spirit, because that's where that answer is truly going to come from. And just to that point, you know, there are, I watch TBN quite a bit now, and every other message I've watched is about the time of the coming of the Lord. John Hagee has got a movie coming out March 23rd called The Blood Moon. And the Blood Moon is an event that's happened maybe 8 or 10 times in the past 5,000 years in recorded history. But in Revelations, it talks about 4 blood moons. And guys, this is the first year
4.
that the 4 blood moons, 2 have already happened. The next one's going to happen March 28th or April,
No, April
3rd.
4th.
April 4th. And the 4th one's going to happen September
28.
28th. So, I mean, there's a reason why these guys, you know, most of the evangelists, most of the priests that or pastors on this church, and again, I don't know if it's going to happen this year. I don't know. But I just want to make sure I am ready.
I had a ladybug land on me.
I just want to make sure I am ready. And my job to make me ready is to help others. It's to help Brother Michael, help Brother James, help Brother Bob, help Brother Bishop, to hopefully be ready for when that time comes. And to that point, guys, if you just think about it, you know, in no time in our history, in your life, anybody's life living today, has the United States been in this predicament. 1949 was when Israel was created. The United States helped them create the state of Israel after World War II. They have been chosen by God and favored by God because they helped Israel. Israel, as we know, the Jewish people are God's chosen people. So he's favored the United States for many, many years. Until recently. Now we're aligning ourselves with Iran and, you know, and some other factions out there that just doesn't, you know, we shunned out Netanyahu when he came March the 4th. You know, there's a reason why this stuff is happening. I wish I had the vision and understanding, but I don't. But I also know this is the first time in our known history, our living history that we're all living in right now, that the United States has been where China and Russia. China is the world's second largest GDP. They now have aircraft carriers out there. They now have anti-aircraft carrier weapons. They're building their defenses. And Russia has already stated by Putin that there's no country in the world that can overtake Russia. Now again, I'm not a person that, you know, believes in the doom and gloom and the prophecy that here's a day coming. All I'm doing is just relaying certain facts. And ISIS, the Islamic State, came out of nowhere.
That's the thing about ISIS.
Never even heard of them.
Different religions.
You've heard
Different
of Hamas,
religions, right.
You heard of Hezbollah, you heard of the Hezbollah Quran.
Came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. There's 20,000 people that represent ISIS that came out of nowhere. Thousands of them came from Western countries. So ISIS has a strong, they've taken over most of Syria, most of Iraq. And Iraq is getting rid of the ISIS people, but not by the hand of the United States, but by Iran, the country that we're helping them, you know, with their nuclear bombing. I mean, and Iran has stated, the Khomeini has stated that Israel shall be wiped off this planet. The only reason Israel exists is for Iran to basically wipe them off this planet. So ISIS is another fact out there that, you know, if you watch the news, they're out there. They're killing Christians. They're doing some terrible stuff out there. They're beheading people.
Setting them on fire.
Yeah,
on
I
fire.
mean that's atrocious.
And ISIS is not shrinking. How can you control something that we never knew formed in the beginning? It came out of nowhere. You know, we were in Iraq. They
It's like a
formed in
sleeper
Iraq.
cell.
They formed in Syria. But they came out of nowhere. And so it's to me it's a little scary to think that, you know, we've got groups of people out there, this unholy war or holy war, whatever you want to call it, might be beginning. And brothers and sisters, if this is the beginning of a holy war, then we know God's time is, you know, it has said God will come back on this earth. And when he comes, it's not going to be a place of peace. It's not going to be a happy stroll in the park. It's going to be a time of, for those who believe, perfect harmony, peacefulness. And those who don't believe or kind of halfway on the fence, it's going to be much harder. If you think your struggles are hard now, wait until God comes back. Wait until the devil is able to rule the world and make that temptation, make that struggle even harder. So we should take the time now to observe, relax, and believe in God and receive his blessings. And the second topic I'm going to talk to you guys today is about receiving his blessing. Everybody here, personally, I think has a seed of greatness in them. Bishop, Bob, James, and Michael, all four of you guys are written in my journal. This journey that we're on, there's a special position, there's a special place for you. And that seed of greatness is in you. But it's up to you to live a life of righteousness and to accept that seed of greatness, to accept that blessing from God, and to allow it to nourish, to cultivate, and to grow. But you first must see yourself as being great. It's like that small fish. It's like that fish in the aquarium. If you take a shark, if you take a big fish, and you put him in a small aquarium, he's only going to grow the size of his surroundings, size of his thinking, size of his environment. But you take that fish and you put him in the ocean of blessings that we all have in front of us, he'll grow to be the biggest, most baddest, beautiful fish out there. And that's us. We live in the oceans of blessings from God. The river of blessings, the oceans of blessings, whatever you want to call it. But we need to take ourselves out of this small environment, our small way of thinking. That small way of thinking can be predicated based on your upbringing. Maybe you had an abusive father, a non-attached mother, a bad relationship, a struggle with drugs. It's okay. But that is your past. Because when God's in your future, and he's there with you, your future is a much brighter, it's a much glorious, and it's a much bigger ocean of blessings. So we can either take that past, we can either learn from it, or we can stay in that small environment, and we can still live in it, which is what God doesn't want you to do, which is what I know you guys are not meant to do. You guys are meant to be great. Just like Noah, Moses, Abraham, Isaac, Israel, Jacob, Joseph, you guys all have that same seed of promise. And there will be books written years from now that can and possibly might have Bishop, Bob, James, and Michael.
I need the keys.
And that's a beautiful time, guys. And so, but it's up. I don't have. You got the keys. Oh no, you gave it.
She gave them to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come on, guys.
So it's important to recognize first in yourself, because God chose you first. We didn't choose God first. He chose us first. He put that seed of promise in you. It's because you are chosen. It's because you are preordained by God. Now, when you come to that temptation, you come to that struggle, God's not going to be there in your face saying, don't do it. Or maybe I can be, but I can't be around you 24/7. But God is there with you. He's in your mind, He's in your soul. It's that first gut instinct that God says, don't do it. He wants you to listen to Him, because when you listen to Him, that means you believe in Him. You accept Him. And that's the most beautiful thing you can do for God, is to believe and accept Him. And He's there to help you. He's there to help you. He's there to bless you. He's there to lift you out of your time of struggles. So as I told you earlier, my time of struggles with my affliction, my pain and stuff, Thursday and Friday I was always going to God about, God, I know I'm not feeling well. Heal me, protect me. I got this email on Saturday from Joel Osteen. It said, praise Him. Literally, I praised Him. 6 hours later, I had the biggest relief of this entire complication I've had, hands down. It's because I went to God and I praised Him. Because our God is a God of emotions. He's not a God that just sits on a pedestal with no emotions. Oh, He has love. He has unbounding mercy. At the same time, He has wrath and He has fury. And if you don't believe me, read the Bible. The same people that He took out of Egypt, His Jewish people that He said, I want to give you to the land of milk and honey. First of all, what He did to the Egyptians, that was not a God of, God of just love. That was a God of fury and of wrath to the people that were against His people. Plagues, turned locusts, turned frogs, killed every firstborn, put bowls, sickness on them, just all types of affliction on them. And then the Jewish people came, and they were freed by the hand of Moses and by Aaron, by God's will. They were supposed to go to the land of milk and honey. Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers talks about that. But because of their simple mistakes, I wasn't going to say faith, but because of their weakness in faith, they didn't believe in God.
No.
God gave them signs. My goodness, if God parted the waters right now and we were able to walk, that's the only sign we would need.
A pillar of fire came out of heaven.
Yeah, that's the only sign I would need to know that, I know God exists. But if I was in that struggle,
awakening. Wake up, people.
wake up, yeah. But every day they were fed manna, fish. There was a rock that he had Moses take his rod, strike it, and there came out water. They were provided signs almost on a daily, if not weekly basis. But because their faith was not strong and because of their struggles, because their heart was full of sin, God's wrath and His fury came down on them. When Moses went up to the mountain to receive the Ten Commandments, the ordinances, and the testimony from God, at the end of that 40 days, the people went to Aaron. They went to Aaron, and Aaron was a priest at the time, and Aaron was the second command. He was Moses' brother. And they said, make us gods. Make us gods. We want the same power, same privilege you guys have.
Not under there.
Make us gods.
Can't have you under there.
And so they went to Aaron. Aaron says, take all your gold.
I'm gonna set up the coals.
And they molted it. And they created this graven image of a calf. And they worshiped this calf. Moses was on the mountain. And God's fury said, he knew. God knows everything. And He told Moses, I'm going to unleash this fury and this wrath on your people, on my people, like no other. But Moses said, God, please, they know not what they're doing. They're lost kids. I'm just adding some paraphrase. And in the Bible, it says God repented. God repented and said, okay, Moses, because you asked, I will repent. I will not take out my fury on those guys. I will not get rid of the entire 600,000, 400, whatever, however many, there were 600,000 in the beginning.
So what he did was let them wander around in the wilderness until they all died off.
That, and when Moses came back down, there were the 12 tribes of Israel. And do you guys know who the 12 tribes of Israel was?
No.
It's not Israel being a country. You had Isaac, you had you had Abraham, which is the first king in God's eyes. And you had Isaac, and then you had Jacob. Jacob's name got changed to Israel. Jacob was a man of, I think, as men, Vanessa's not here, he was a good man. I mean, he actually had 12 kids with 4 different women. And the 12 tribes of Israel come from Jacob. And so originally I thought it was Israel, the physical country, but no, it's from one person. And so what it comes down to, how are you? Oh, come on, join us.
Come on.
How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Bishop. I'm Bishop. That's Michael,
I'm Bob.
Jimmy, and Bob.
Doing great.
Michael.
Bishop.
And we're actually in the service, but Vanessa had to take Sophia and Gia up to use the restroom. She'll be right back.
Perfect.
And so the 12 tribes of Israel come from one man. And I got a little distracted there, but it'll come back to me. So anyhow, it's important to recognize that when God gives you blessings and gives you gifts, it's the 4 A's. You have to believe, receive, live them in order to deliver. To believe in God, I think, is the easiest. We all can say, I believe in God. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. It's the cheapest thing that you can do in life, is to firmly believe in God. Second thing is to receive